Green juice has become the health world's liquid badge of honor, a tall, vibrant glass of virtue that says, I make good choices and probably know what spirulina is. It's the poster drink of detox culture, yoga influencers, and that one friend who swears they haven't been sick in 5 years. Blended or cold-pressed from kale, spinach, beets, celery, parsley, and anything else that vaguely resembles a plant, green juice is a nutrient powerhouse in theory, rich in vitamins A, C, and K, folate, magnesium, and all sorts of glowing promises. But when consumed in excess, especially in concentrated forms and trendy oversized bottles, green juice starts to show its less flattering side, the one where it behaves more like a nutrient bouncer than a generous host. Here's the twist. While green juices are undeniably full of micronutrients, they're also brimming with compounds called oxalates, naturally occurring plant chemicals that have a particular fondness for minerals like calcium and iron. Oxalates don't just flirt with these minerals. They lock them down into insoluble complexes that your body can't absorb, then politely escort them out of your system, leaving your bloodstream wondering where all the calcium went. This becomes especially ironic when you're drinking green juice precisely because you want to absorb more nutrients, not less. Imagine showing up to a vitamin party and the host won't even let you in the door. Let's take kale and spinach, two green juice MVPs. They're nutritional heavyweights, yes, but they're also among the most oxalate-rich vegetables on the planet. Beets, another popular juice ingredient, are right up there too. Blend them all together and chug them down daily, and you're not just sipping on chlorophyll and self-righteousness, you're also drinking a fairly concentrated dose of oxalates that can quietly interfere with calcium and iron absorption over time. This isn't a crisis in moderation, but when you start replacing actual meals with green juice and assume your bones and red blood cells are throwing a celebration, well, that's where things get dicey. And it's not just about what you're not absorbing. High oxalate intake from overjuicing can increase the risk of forming kidney stones, particularly in people who are sensitive or genetically predisposed. That's because oxalates, when not absorbed, get filtered through the kidneys, where they can bind with calcium to form those fun little crystals that feel like tiny knives. Nothing says cleanse quite like a stone the size of a grain of sand causing you to question all of your life choices. Now, to be fair, a single green juice isn't going to wreck your mineral status or send you to the ER. And green juice, when used wisely, can absolutely be a healthy addition to your diet. But the key word here is addition, not replacement. You're not meant to drink 4 bottles a day and call it nutrition. Whole vegetables come with fiber, slower absorption, and built-in breaks. Juice strips out the fiber and delivers a nutrient burst that's more concentrated, more rapid, and in the case of oxalates, more potentially disruptive if not balanced. So, how do you juice smartly without turning your green elixir into a sneaky saboteur? First, vary your greens. Mix in low-oxalate vegetables like cucumber, romaine, or zucchini. You don't need to break up with spinach entirely, just maybe stop inviting it to every single party. Second, keep portions reasonable. A small green juice a few times a week isn't going to derail your mineral levels, but turning it into a daily meal substitute might. And third, make sure you're eating enough calcium-rich and iron-rich foods in solid form elsewhere in your diet, ideally with vitamin C to improve absorption. Because no matter how nutritious a drink looks, you can't sip your way around the laws of biochemistry. So yes, green juice can be detoxifying, energizing, and packed with plant-based goodness. But if you're treating it like a magic potion and ignoring its oxalate baggage, you might end up cleansing more than you intended, like, say, your calcium stores. Enjoy it, savor it, Instagram it if you must, but remember that even the healthiest green things have a dark side when consumed like you're auditioning for a chlorophyll cult. Balance wins. Always.